Hello and welcome back to Mondo Musings. I'm your presenter, Nicardo McLean. Now today, we put forward the first in a series of form charts for the Jamaican 100-meter men in the lead-up to June's National Senior Championships. Now, as was the case last year, I've used wind and altitude adjusted times for all Jamaican men who've run 10:50 or better to paint a picture of how the Bills landscape is looking slightly less than 2 months out from Nationals. Here's what our charting model is telling us so far. A surprise national 100-meter finalist at just 17 years of age in 2021, Edwin Allen High Schooler Brian Lavelle signaled that he could be back on that type of trajectory this season by besting a high-quality field in the Class 1 Bills final at Boys and Girls Championships in early April. A John Drummond-like character in his time at Petersfield High, the versatile Antonio Watson, who is sitting at number 9, has been all business since graduating to the professional arena with racers. An atypically solid start saw the maturing 20-year-old talent rewarded with a 10:21 PB in the final at the John Wilmer Speedfest meet in late March. Slipping into the 8th spot is Olympic one-lap finalist Christopher Taylor, whose 100 on the season thus far saw him clock an encouraging 10.17 second time. There just might be some merit in the argument that Taylor, who remains tied atop the Jamaican all-time under-20 100-meter list with Johann Blake at 10:11, should make the event at the short end of his expansive range the primary focus. With his 10:18 run at the John Wilmer Speedfest, veteran O'Shane Bailey made it 13 consecutive campaigns with a season's best faster than 10.25 seconds. Hopefully, this will finally be the year when the compact Sprintex Speedster breaks his long-standing lifetime best of 10.11 seconds, which came at the very start of this impressive streak in 2010. At number 6 is GC Foster College's Kieran Goldson, who has broken out with 4 races faster than 10:22 so far in 2022. The 24-year-old announced himself with a 10:19 lifetime best on his home turf at the GC Foster Classics, which he backed up with his best wind and altitude adjusted race to date, 10:22 into a minus 0.4 meter per second headwind in the final at Velocity Fest 10. Tokyo 2020 200-meter finalist Rasheed Dyer enters the fray in 5th position, thanks in large part to his 10:14 season's best performance to get the better of the ascending Goldson at GC Foster Classics on March 19th. Coming in at number 4 is ultra-reliable 2011 World 100-meter champion Johann Blake, who continues to keep the youngsters honest well over a decade into his professional career. He definitely gave rising star Akeem Blake just about all he could handle in the Battle of the Blakes at Velocity Fest 11 just over a week ago, coming away with a 10:11 season's best. With 5 wins from 7 100-meter starts on the young season, the aforementioned Akeem Blake has certainly justified all the preseason hype surrounding his prospects in 2022. Fueled by his intense competitive desire, the fearless 20-year-old battled bravely to overcome the likes of namesake Johann and Goldson in the marquee race at Velocity Fest 11. Olympian Oblique Seville, fresh from his encouraging run to the semifinals in Tokyo last year, makes an appearance in the silver medal position on our countdown. At Velocity Fest 10 on April 3rd, the diminutive racer's man produced an eye-catching near PB performance of 10.06 seconds and into a slight headwind to boot to hold off top-end speed merchant and clubmate Zarnell Hughes. A maiden sub-10 run could well come before our next update. And at number 1 is University of Southern California student and reigning NCAA 60-meter champion Devonte Burns, who himself recently joined the sub-10 second club. The 9.99 second effort of which I speak came in the final of the college men's 100 meters at the Mount Sac Relays, where the 22-year-old US-born athlete showed a squeaky clean pair of heels to a field including the likes of Olympic semifinalist Sean Maswanganyi. So that's it for the first of this particular series of videos for this year. Now, I originally planned to follow up with the women's equivalent this week as well, but decided in the end to give the likes of reigning world champion Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, who is scheduled to race in Nairobi on the weekend, I think, a chance to debut so that I can give you a more instructive initial snapshot of the Jamaican ladies in the 100 meters when I do drop that video. So you can be on the lookout for that next week. Thanks as always for checking out the content. Until next time, Godspeed.